understand some of your approach. I mean, sometimes we take a hard bite. It helps us as politicians.
Nowadays, when I listen to you, I even panic.
Why?
Hey,
Why do you panic?
The way you, Papa, you know Papa.
Figuratively, he bites as hard as he can.
Okay.
And of course, when he puts his fangs into you, you certainly feel it. I think it pretty
Watch Johnny's bite.
Bismillahir Rahman Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Friday, the 20th of December. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. Now, next week is Christmas, and I'm sure you are making preparations for it. We also have you in mind. And in having you in mind, we have something here on 3FM 92.7, which sprinkles love and joy and energy to the rest of the wonderful world for you, your family, your friends, your corporate colleagues, and all your loved ones. We call it the 3FM All-White Party. The 3FM All-White Party. Those who have come to taste and drink deep into the well of 3FM All-White Party, they know about it. This year, we're inviting you to the 3FM All-White Party. And as usual, it's going to happen at the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. The 3FM All-White Party, if you haven't gotten a table yet, I'm telling you, you're going to miss out, because last year Kim Promise, Stoneboy, all the artists that came, it was a vibe, it was a good party, and it was the big shutdown. Everybody's wearing white. Imagine that, just picture this. Everybody wearing white, the lights dimmed, you know, a bit of the mercury bulbs and etc. So you can't really see people's faces. Then you have your nice tables with all the champagnes and the exclusive wines. You have, you know, all the chewables, right? Grilled stuff, and you know, your samosas, your spring rolls. You have your soft drinks for those who are not alcoholic. You have nice people. You have performances from Samini, from Stoneboy, from Kidi, and then also from Keche. Now here's the deal. If you're a corporate entity, I'm sure by now you are considering, okay, end of year party, my staff have worked too well, they have braced the storm. What can I do for them? And then you say, oh, can I go and get a venue, get an artist, come and surprise them? Can I also get some drinks or some food? No, we say we're taking that stress for you from here at 3FM 92.7. We are all converging at the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. Samini will be on the stage performing at Chesa. You know, he's a killer on the stage. Then you have Stoneboy, Bim Nation, boom, right there on the stage. And then you have the Lomo Lomo hits maker right on the stage. And then Keche, Sweet Like Alugun to Gwyn. They're also going to be on the stage. Now, the part where you hire the artist, one artist, is gone, because we're giving you 4 in 1. Right? 4 for the price of 1. That's it. And then you also get tables. We have platinum tables, we have diamond tables, we have gold tables, we have silver tables, we have bronze tables. All those tables are available. Now, the point is that if you can't buy any of the tables, as if 12,000, 10,000, 7,000, then you'll come down to 5,500, 3,000. What you can do is that you can buy a seat on a table of your choice. You can buy a seat on the table of your choice. And I'm doing this because last year I had a lot of last minute calls. Oh, Johnny, can't you get us a table? Johnny, I've been listening to you. Johnny, we're calling you. Johnny, why are you doing this? Johnny, are we not part? I want you to feel comfortable. That's why I'm telling you this way ahead. So if you haven't called yet, please call 053 1100927. 053-1100-927 and 053-2200-927. You're getting, if you, for example, choose the platinum table, that's the premium platinum sitting, and you get everything. Unlimited drinks are available to you. Unlimited bottles of water, unlimited cocktails per guest, soft drinks, wristbands, packs of beer, bottles of other exclusive drinks that you get dedicated waiter service. I mean, can you imagine that you have waiters waiting on you? Stricto sensu. like it means. And we are inviting you to join us. So don't miss the party. It's on the 28th. Circle that part of the calendar. Wait for it. But also call 053 1100927 and 053 2200927. And then grab your table and let's have a party. It's a 3FM all-white party. See you there in your white with you and yours, your family, your friends, your work colleague. I entreat you to be there. You won't regret it, I tell you what. Now, this morning, I also want to eulogize one of our musical icons, a woman who's so dedicated to raising the next generation. She has a school, and she's so passionate about what she does. We engaged her so many times when we had our Ghana Month experience here on 3FM and also on TV3. That's me with the late Manua Dodu. And she has an amazing story. She has an amazing life, an amazing career. But unfortunately, she has crossed on to the silent harbor. Na Amanua Dodu of Wulome fame. And I'm sure most of you know that song. Oh, Blayoko, AJSMP, Krabanagbalana, all those songs. These are songs that he sang. Now, I remember that Econard had put together a special, promotion and program for her around the Homo War season, and I was there. I want this song to play. This song is very important to me, right from the top, Konzo. So for those who don't speak Ga, she's speaking to the spirits and the ghosts, if you believe in them. And she's saying that for the new ghost that's going to the world of the unknown, the silent harbor, once you get them, tell the old ghosts or the old spirits that we are in need, so they need to send Momo. So the old ghosts will send Momo. Antina, me papa o small Sunday. Shamelo nama na ba send the Momo boy. Mini Jo nama o yi boy chewa o.
O fine 0244 038.
Okay.
547.
Okay. Please pick your phone and take your number now. Take your phone and take your number. Don't wait for her to die because she was good. Oh. Please pick your phone now. And I'm sure a lot of you are missing her already and perhaps regretting that you didn't do the needful. I'm sure that this also speaks to the sense of those in our creative sector, 3FM, that we have what has been called a lot of libraries on fire. Here's one of the libraries that caught fire and is gone, and we couldn't pick anything at all. On that night, I remember Manziba was there, Sinner Soul. They had a swell time. We have a lot of legends around, the likes of Jack Konimo, many of them, Ebo Taylor, mentioned them, Manziba. How are we tapping from them? How are we documenting their life? How are we taking care of them? It's a question that must be asked. May she continue to rest in peace and rise in glory, and deepest condolences to the family of Na Manua, a woman so kind-hearted and so very, very loving. We will miss her dearly and we'll miss her sorely. And today, if you can, play a Wulome song wherever you find yourself, just in memory of Na Amanwa. Now, there's a picture that I want to show you, and I'm so excited about it. There are three gentlemen in a photograph, shaking hands, exchanging, trying to hand over a document. That's Honorable Kojo Yanka right there with Prof. and another gentleman who I can't immediately identify. Put the photo up there, please. I'm sure that many of you know the African University College of Communication, AUCC as it's called. I remember that right after secondary school, there was something called AIJC around the General Post Office area. I remember it so well. And at the time, everybody wanted to go to GIJ if you want to become a journalist. And by the way, Honorable Yanka has been, I call him my prof, has been a couple of GIJ before. His experience within the space is unmatched. What you see being handed over and with all the smiles, which is rightly and right and so appropriate, is that the AUCC, which you know now, is now AUCB, and that now they have what it takes to really be a fully fledged university that has received its charter, which can also do a lot of exciting things. So congratulations to you, Prof, my Prof, and Honorable Kojo Yanka, and all the people who worked over the years to make this dream a reality. I am so excited to have seen, as a boy, this grown from the very bottom, a small, tiny creature, to become this big monster that it is, competing efficiently and effectively on a grand stage. I am so happy. 3 happy cheers to the AUCC team, now AUCB. Congratulations to you. You have really, really worked so hard for it. Yeah, but yesterday, the Electoral Commission had a presser. And the presser has been called useless by some people because you and I went to queue to vote. We were told by the Electoral Commission how ready they were for all things election. We were told how the Electoral Commission had gotten the right budget for everything they needed. We were even told how the Electoral Commission had carefully recruited persons to work for the Electoral Commission. We were told how persons have been trained to deliver excellently on the job on election day, before, during, and after the elections. We were even told that because of the systems and processes that have been put in place, there was no way there was going to be this chaotic situation that we see. But history has revealed to us, and time has revealed to us, that most of the things that the Electoral Commission told us were not exactly the case. This country, and let me read what Dr. John Osai-Kwapon says. He says, the EC just concluded a press conference with a plea to His Excellencies Nana Akufo-Addo and John Mahama, as well as the Election Security Task Force, to intervene to help the Commission complete outstanding processes for 9 constituencies. The EC's headaches appear to be 2. 1, security, and 2, political party supporters' presence at makeshift collation centers. The EC reiterates that it will not uphold declarations unlawfully done. What next? Now, another doctor, another professor, actually, Professor H. Kwesi Prempeh. I'm sure they're very good friends as well, if you know around the CDD and all those conversations. He says, this is incredible. Was voting not held at polling stations? Were ballots not counted publicly at polling stations? Were the appropriate pink sheets not signed there and then? So what's the EC problem? Collation? Is that not a big Ghanaian word for arithmetic aggregation of polling station data from all the polling stations in a constituency? Imagine if these elections had not gone the way they went. This EC would have plunged us into civil war. What sort of nonsense is this? And rightfully so. I agree with Prof. What sort of nonsense is going on?
92.7.
It took the ingenuity of the Vice President of the Republic and the MPP's candidate to, ahead of all the confusion and amidst all the confusion, come to say, we have looked at our figures as a political party. We have looked at what we collated as a political party. We have looked at what the Ghanaian people decided. And based on that, I can tell you that we as a party, NPP, have lost. And that the NDC has won the presidential election, and we can see them winning the parliamentary elections as well. Overwhelmingly. He said it, the Vice President said it. So now a political party like the MPP, a political party like the MPP, by their machinery and with all the financial constraints that they have, mind you, the EC is giving millions of cedis to organize elections. None of them at the Electoral Commission organizes elections from their pockets. None of them. They don't do that. The people of Ghana, we pay taxes, or money is borrowed on our behalf in the past, whatever it is, and it is used for those elections or these elections. So the EC people, from chairperson down to the last person, none of them take their money from their pocket to organize these elections. Now, having given you all these monies, and you having proposed a law that has been agreed upon, and the rules that have been agreed upon, you propose the rules, Electoral Commission. Why are we now plunging ourselves into this confusion? That's the question. Without these 9 constituencies, you still went ahead to declare who a president was. And I'm saying that it took the ingenuity of Vice President Baumia to announce. So you had no option.
2.7.
So now, if you had gone ahead to announce, what then is the situation? And the allegation and confusion that people did it under duress and you are doing recollation. And the simple question has been asked, which portion or which section or which provision of the CI 127 talks about recollation? Which one? If the parties already have their data that shows that I'm winning this, I'm losing this, whatever it is, and I'm basing this on what Dr. Baumia said and what some people in the NDC have also said, that by their own collation, they know. If these political parties, who are not as resourced as the Electoral Commission is, with the taxpayers' monies, can do this in record time, what is taking the EC so long? And Prof. Puss is right. Is that collation? Is that not a big Ghanaian word for arithmetic aggregation? 1 + 1. That's what it means. Arithmetic aggregation. 1 + 1 = 2. If you ask my son, he will tell you 1 + 1 = 2. 2 + 2 = 4. 4 + 4 = 8. They will tell you. The children now, this morning, if you put the figures before them, they will tell you what the answer is. And which is greater or which is less than or which is greater than. It's as simple as that. So why is the EC making, we're getting, next week is Christmas, so we don't have time for this concert party things that are happening. We don't have time. We don't have time at all as a country for all these concert party things. People want to take the elections off their mind and want to go into a Christmas mode. I want to go and do all white party. I want to chill. So that as press, then we'll be summoned. Look, find me that press conference. We'll be summoned to a press conference, and the press conference, you listen to the thing, there's nothing in the press conference, you are not allowed to ask questions. What kind, as Prof said, what kind of nonsense is this? Play the video.
Where in Sawam Aduajiri, where parties, of course, on election day besieged the collation centers and brought the collation there to a halt. As mentioned, the commission tried to complete the collation process on Friday, the 13th of December. However, when it got to 143, the collation for 143 polling stations, there was an agreement that they should put it on hold until the following day. Sadly, that following day was not to be, and so that collation is incomplete and we cannot declare an outcome. I must note that in the Ahafua North Southwest, And in the Ahafuano North, as the collation on election day was also disrupted and no winners were declared. Those processes were incomplete, and until they are complete, the commission will not be in the position to declare a winner. In Obuasi East, the collation center was attacked by party supporters, and the returning officer was threatened with an axe. His hands were lifted up, and he was asked to declare a winner when that was not what was reflected on the results collation form. Again, that process was not lawful, and the commission would not uphold it. In the Okaigwe Central, I did mention that 110 polling stations results were used to declare a winner instead of 141. The commission would not uphold that process. In the Ablekuma North constituency, 219 polling station results were used to declare a winner instead of 281 polling station results. The commission would not uphold that declaration. In Tema Central, the DO again was threatened, and he was forced to declare results using 146 polling stations instead of 148. The commission would not uphold that declaration. In Bono East, the officer was physically assaulted. In Bono East, in Techiman South, in the Bono East region, the officer, the returning officer, and other staff were physically assaulted and forced to redeclare the results at gunpoint. The commission, it's important to note that the collation process had not been completed. There also, the commission would not uphold those processes. In Domi Kwabenya, there's some contention with 3 polling station results, and the commission is carrying out its own investigation with the 3 polling station results. I believe 367 of those results have been duly declared as legitimate. There are 3 results that are outstanding, and the commission is carrying out its own investigations to allow it, to enable it to take a decision.
That was the chairperson of our electoral commission, Jean Adukwe-Mensah. And somebody asked me a question that if we're able to declare the presidential elections, which is actually even much more crucial, without 9 constituencies, and in the constituencies or at the constituency level where MPs are elected, you just have to go past their post, and that's it. In the presidential elections, you have to get 50% of the valid votes cast plus 1 to have won. But at the constituency, if I get 273 and somebody gets 274, the person has won. If I get 276 and the person gets 274, I've won. 3 polling stations are what is holding the elections and the declaration of same at Dom Kwabenya. Now, does the Electoral Commission not know the total number of people who vote in these 3 constituencies? To say that, okay, we have looked at the record of Elikpem Akurugu and Michael Kwe Jr. And we say that even if we add the 3 constituencies, all the votes to that of Michael Kwe or to Elikpem, it will make a difference. I'm sure the Electoral Commission has made those comments in the past. In fact, in declaring John Mahama president, in declaring the time, all those ones, the Electoral Commission is known to have made those comments. So the question that Ghanaians ask this morning is, what is the interest of Jean Adukwe-Mensah, of Bosman Asare, of Tete? What is their interest, the real interest? And people will ask these questions because when party people, known party spokespersons, known party communicators who jump from one station to the other, as the videos available suggest, were put at the Electoral Commission, people raised questions, including Kodeo. Mr. Ayin sat in front of me here. And they raised questions that it speaks to the integrity and trust issues that will surround the Electoral Commission. The Electoral Commission did not listen. Those party people still are in the Electoral Commission or at the Electoral Commission. So if anybody who is on the opposing side of the parties that these people who still work at the Electoral Commission or with the Electoral Commission are, and they're raising concerns about credibility and trust, can you blame them? Now who caused them? The Electoral Commissioners or the chairperson of the Electoral Commission and the commissioners, they can vote. Nobody bars them from voting. They can belong to political parties. Nobody bars them. But there's a certain sense of neutrality, for want of a better expression, that is expected of them. Have they demonstrated that? The Electoral Commission may give you the impression that it is functioning. Show me the sink. The Electoral Commission may give you the impression that it is functioning. But in reality, this is what the Electoral Commission looks like. So this is a broken sink. The tap is flowing. You can wash your hand in there. But it is broken. It needs fixing. The Electoral Commission can tell you that they are functioning. But this is, in reality, what the Electoral Commission looks like in the eyes and minds of many Ghanaians. We can no longer add 1 + 1 to make it 2. And I get surprised at it because Jean Adukwe Mensah was the woman we all looked up to at the IEA, the person who led the reforms that we now see in our elections. She was on the sidelines of the pitch telling everybody that the players on the pitch are not playing well. They need to be coached. They need to be guided to play well. We put her now on the pitch through substitution and we can't find the ball to kick. Can you imagine that? You go to Munchendi or Achana, Indafa Park, all those places. You see people playing football. You are standing on the time. Oh, he should have kicked this. Oh, he should have dribbled that. He should have done this. And then they take the jersey of that person and put the jersey on you. Then you get onto the park. There's something they say around Bukoma. I can't say, it's too early in the morning. You get it onto the park and you are Tranoniji. How? And we are getting to Christmas. And that's for me, that's the big problem. This confusion has to end. Where's our Council of State? The National Peace Council that was busy pushing everybody to go and sign a certain peace pact. The people signed it, they committed to peace. Where are they? Do you think that if, for example, it is NDC supporters who are going there and saying, declare the thing for us, and the MPP guys also say, okay, no, we will not take it anymore. We will also get into the fray with you. Do you think we will have peace? It's a recipe for disaster, as Prof said. Where is our peace council? Where are the eminent and eminent gentlemen in our society? Where are they? And ladies, where are they? Where exactly are they? It's a question that must be put. It must be asked. The Electoral Commission needs to put its house in order. The Electoral Commission needs to know that it is serving the people of Ghana. And the Electoral Commission must stop the unnecessary press conferences. We don't need. What we need now is a declaration of the results according to the dictates of the CI 127 and according to the will of the people of Ghana, who queued in the sun, in the dust, to vote. It doesn't lie in the mouth of people sitting in air conditioners to be summoning the press, to be telling them what they think, and to be refusing the press questioning time. What the people need at this time is not long talk. They are looking for the results. Give the electorates the results and stop this unnecessary press conference. Now, yesterday, we engaged with Majority Leader Alexander Fenyomake. But before that, I put together 2 pictures. One Dr. Baumia, one John Mahama. Put it up there. Both leaders seem to suggest, in fact, in John Mahama's time, He says, media cabal hijacked my transformation message. John Mahama. It's media cabal. Media hijacked by cabal blocking my transformation message. John Mahama said it. Dr. Bawumia loses an election. He says key media houses were not on our side. Over 2.1 million people did not vote. Bawumia laments disappointing defeat. You see the thing? So media bread. If you know that it is the media that you have to have a good relationship with, why do you always come trying to fight the media? Character assassination, intimidation of all sorts. Look at how shamefully we have dropped on the World Press Freedom Index. Ahmed Swale still is dead. You think that journalists will be happy? Journalists have been beaten. In fact, we as a media house, we go and enter press conferences these days and they sack us. You think that the media will be happy? The questions of accountability are not palatable to the people who are supposed to be accountable anywhere in the world. We have seen people throw shoes at even the American president, where we go and borrow money from. So why do people get into power in this country and suddenly they feel that they are the monarch of all they survey? Nobody should talk. You don't say anything about me. If you do, and where from that concept? The people we learned from, the things we complained about in the past, we perfected them. You say, oh, key media houses belong to the NDC. Every single ministry, department, and agency that we have in this country had a spokesperson. Why? Did the Ministry of Education not have a PRO? In the last 8 years, have you heard the PRO of the Ministry of Education speak? I'm asking you, in the last 8 years, have you heard the PRO of the Ministry of Education speak? Is there a spokesperson that was put there to speak? There's a spokesperson on governance and security. Does the Ministry of Interior not have somebody who is trained to speak on security issues? We created duplicitous roles because we had to fill in the blank. If NDC comes, they may possibly create the same set of things. And then power can trick you, as President Kufuor said. We get to the point where power can trick you to the extent that you forget that, hey, let me play the leader's video for you. For those who are still in that mood of, disappointment, let me play the video for you. 2 videos from leader, and then we'll wrap up.
So I think
2.7.
Okay, so I think Ngugi wa Thiong'o,
Right.
Say whip not child. He said whip not child, whip not my darling. With these cases, let me remove your fears.
All right.
The ravaining clouds shall not long be victorious. They shall not long possess the skies. I've done well. Clap for me.
You have.
So this one goes to MPP.
Right.
That don't give up.
Right.
The ravaining clouds shall not long be victorious. They shall not long possess the skies. Let's take it easy. Let's have our 10. Our friends have won. They are also Ghanaians. It's their 10. Let's give them the chance to govern. And then let's come back.
So, Eutis, when I say you'll be fine, you get well soon, you'll be okay. Don't take offense. Leader says they are Ghanaians. They have also won. Allow them. All right? Get to the point of acceptance. Allow them. All right? Now listen to leader again.
He says, let me remove you.
Recover all loot. Ablakwa, COP, Kofi Boachi, Domelevo, Martin Pebu, who you extolled at the beginning of this conversation, and Raymond Archer. What do you think or make of that committee that's been set up by President-elect?
Well, I think that we must have faith in our institutions. Creating parallel institutions always come with its attendant problems. Constitutionalism can be frustrating.
Right.
But if you put pressure on the pillars of a constitution, in the long run, you benefit. So, I'm not too happy with it. You know, the revolution era, they introduced a citizen vetting committee.
That's right.
What did it achieve? It always makes the situation worse. You know, Ghanaians can also sometimes take advantage of such situations. Now, let's be careful that as a result of this, people don't start spying on people and creating certain impressions. Yesterday, I had a call from a good friend who lives in an estate, and he said, look, an MP elect who has always been in the estate with them now calls the NDC for soldiers to come and take pictures of his house. What nonsense is that? All right? Take pictures for what? And I'm saying that if we are not careful,
take pictures of the house of your friend,
yes,
who has always coexisted with this MP elect in that estate. Okay.
I said, what nonsense is this? If we are not careful, somebody will call a bank. Oh, do you know the amount in this person's account? And bear in mind that we have NDC, MPP all over. Oh, I've seen this guy has some $10,000 in his account. Then you are in a rush. I have some journalist friends who are being called all over. Oh, do you have information? Do you have? No, that's not the way to investigate corruption. That's not the way to investigate a supposed loot.
92.7.
Let's not be emotional about it. If we go about it emotionally, haphazardly, by sunset, would have achieved nothing. Rather, let us invest in these institutions. Let us support them, encourage them to give us the needed results. If we always create the impression that we don't trust the institutions, it becomes problematic. Look, I'm sure the decision will be announced.
So that is Alexander Kwame Afenyo Marking's view on Operation Recover or Loot. Monday, there's more here on Johnny's Bite and on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. Please call me 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. 055-924-2717 and 055